In the science fiction film Contact, Ellie discovers evidence that intelligent life from another planet is communicating with Earth. Naturally elated by her discovery, she immediately tells the world of her findings.
If the source of the signal is so sophisticated, why the remedial math?
Exactly. Why don't they just speak English?
Well, maybe because 70% of the planet speaks other languages. Mathematics is the only truly universal language, Senator. It's no coincidence that they're using primes.
I don't get it.
Prime numbers. That would be integers that are only divisible by themselves and one.
This is yet another example of science intruding into matters of faith. Now they will have
To her surprise, most do not react to her discovery with the same scientific enthusiasm. In fact, reactions to the news are as varied as there are people on the Earth. Because we experience reality according to our own perspective, we naturally develop a biased worldview, one in which the tendency is to place the self at the center. However, while a sense of self or ego is necessary in life, attachment to the idea of self as the whole of existence is limited and even dangerous.
The kind of people that you want talking to your God for you.
In order to liberate oneself from suffering, one must then awaken to the far broader life beyond the finite self. A dualistic view of the universe has arisen, in fact, as the result of human consciousness, where the natural human tendency is often to view the self as good and the other as evil. For example, the division of self and other, internal and external, mind and body, humankind and nature, material and spiritual, even good and evil. Buddhism, however, reveals that our lives are not limited to what we ordinarily perceive as the self, but encompass other people, the world, and even the universe. The internal and the external, the mind and the body, the self and the environment. These all look like two, but are in fact one. Perhaps nowhere do we find a better exposition of this idea than in the teaching of 3,000 realms in a single moment of life, Ichinin Sanzen, which elucidates the unlimited potential of our lives. The oneness of life and environment is a common theme that runs throughout the Ichinin Sanzen concept, because it places dualities into a much larger context, one that actually harmonizes apparent opposites. The 3,000 Realms philosophy was developed in China by Tian Tai, an outstanding Buddhist theoretician of the 6th century, and it is based on the Lotus Sutra. It illustrates all of the properties that every single living thing possesses. In other words, if it is alive, it possesses all 3,000 realms at every moment, without exception. Overall, this system comprises a worldview that explains the mutually inclusive relationship of all phenomena and the ultimate reality of life. This means that the life of a Buddha, one who is enlightened, is universally inherent in all beings, and the distinction between a common person and a Buddha exists on the level of phenomena.
Choice. The problem is choice.